Hi Tigers, we're going to be talking today about mindful movement. You know, one of our senses is the sense of touch, and we're connecting that with movement today. Did you know that our brain and body are partners working together? Think about it. If you touch something hot and you get burned, your body sends a message to the brain that hurts and you need to pull your hand away for protection. It registers in our brain as pain. If we get nervous and tense before a test, our body might send messages to our brain that end up making us sweat or cool down when we calm down. So today in our lesson, we're going to work on comparing the physical signals that our body sends to our brain and how our body reacts when we are physically exerted and active and when we are calm and mindful. Our goal is to learn some simple self-regulation skills that can help us learn to control our breathing and lower our heart rate to get calm, and to learn to manage our own emotions and behaviors. You know me, I'm always trying to teach you something about what our brain does. So today we're going to talk about cortisol. It's a stress hormone. And if we are having a time of severe or persistent threat, whether it's real or not, the adrenal glands in our brain release extra cortisol. It's a hormone.
It turns out that short-term stress is actually a good thing. When we get stressed, the fear center of our brain called amygdala activates the hypothalamus-pituitary-adrenal axis. This is our central stress system which releases hormones and prepares our body for fight or flight. However, chronic stress can have negative effects on our brain. How? Synapses are connections between neurons in the brain which help process and recollect information. Now, one of the hormones released during stress is cortisol. It is believed that high level of cortisol leads to gradual loss in synapses. Secondly, prefrontal cortex is associated with social behavior, decision-making, etc. Too much cortisol can shrink our prefrontal cortex, thus decreasing our ability to interact and make judgments. Lastly, a study showed that chronic stress may inhibit the growth of neurons in the hippocampus, decreasing our ability to learn and remember.
Low levels of cortisol in the brain help us remain alert. A sudden surge of stress hormone, though, is really important in dealing with immediate danger, so both of those are very helpful. However, too much cortisol for too long can harm the brain, and it actually hurts our thinking and our memory and our ability to learn. High cortisol levels interfere with our neurotransmitters, and they can damage our hippocampus. And remember, that's where we store our memories. A lot of cortisol can make it really hard to think and remember. Think about it. Have you ever had a moment in a crisis where you've gone blank and you couldn't think of or remember anything? So let's train our brain today with some mindful movement. Have you ever seen one of these before? What's it called? If you said stethoscope, you're exactly right. What does it do? If you've ever gone to the doctor's office or you've seen a nurse in an office, then they've used that to listen to your heartbeat, or sometimes they use it to listen to your lungs while you're breathing, to hear if there's any congestion in your lungs, and sometimes they might even use it on your stomach to hear if your stomach's working the right way or gurgling the right way. But today we're going to be talking about our heartbeat. Everybody make a fist with your hand. I want you to imagine for a moment this is your heart that's inside your chest, and I want you to take that fist and I want you to squeeze it and let go. Contract it and let go. And this is what your heart is doing all day, every minute. And when it squeezes, it's pumping the blood through your body. And that blood is carrying oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and every part of your body with everything that you need. Have you ever noticed that sometimes whenever you are active or running or really nervous, what do you notice about that contracting in your heart? Have you noticed that sometimes it speeds up? Show me. Sometimes it gets faster, right? Well, I'm going to show you some different ways that measure your heartbeat all by yourself without a stethoscope. So I'm going to show you some different choices, and you can pick the one that works best for you. I want you to hold your hand out like this, and right underneath your palm, this is your palm, right underneath on your wrist, you're going to take your index finger and your middle finger, and you're going to lay it on top of the blood vessels that you can see right underneath your palm. And you can't push too hard. See if you feel your heartbeat. Bump, bump, bump. Now for me, that one's really weak. You might try the other wrist and see if that one works better for you. So the one that works for me, I'm going to take those same two fingers and I'm going to lay them on the side of my throat, but I have to stop talking or I'm going to feel my vocal cords moving and that vibration. So go ahead and gently, don't push too hard, gently lay your two fingers on the side of your neck, about right here. Oh, I had to move mine up a little bit, right there. So I can feel it, and I can sort of tell how fast it's beating, and I can count them. If that didn't work for you, you might try very lightly putting your hand on the front of your throat. But remember, we got to stop talking. So sometimes I can feel it there too. All right, so we're going to choose whichever worked best for you. Go ahead and gently lay your fingers either on your wrist, the side of your throat, or the front of your throat very gently. And I'm going to count 15 seconds watching my watch. So when I say count, you start to count how many times you feel the beat. And when I say stop, you stop counting. All right? So count. Stop. I had 22. Was that higher or lower than yours? You might want to jot down a note however many you had. I'm going to write it down because I always forget my numbers. All right, I've written mine down. Now, that was us sitting comfortably after I'd been talking and you'd been listening for a little while. Now, what could we do to get our heart rate faster? Some activity? Should we do some jumping jacks or run in place? Okay, everybody stand up. Okay, is everybody standing? All right, so we're going to run in place for 1 minute. You have a choice. You can run in place or you can do jumping jacks. I'm going to actually set my timer for 1 minute. On your mark, get set, run. Faster. Faster. Okay, jumping jacks. If you're choosing jumping jacks, okay, run. Your choice, jumping jacks or run. Whatever you want to do. Oh, get those arms up. Get those arms up and moving. Get them up and moving. Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're halfway through. Keep on going. We got 30 seconds. A few more jumping jacks maybe. Mix it up. Wiggle those hands. Run in place. Don't stop. Don't stop. Our minute's not up. Keep going. Keep going. A few more jumping jacks. Get that heart rate up. Get that heart rate up. Oh, we got 13 seconds. Oh, the countdown is on. Couple more jumping jacks. Throw in there. Wiggle those hands in the air while you run. Here we go. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. All right. Now, I'm going to count. I want you to find... Whew, did you notice you're out of breath? What else do you notice? Can you already feel your heartbeat? I can. Get those hands up on the side. Here we go. We're going to measure our heart rates. Again, count. Stop. 36. Whew. My number was higher. Before it was 22. The second time it was 36. Mine went up. Give me a thumbs up if yours went up. I bet it did. If you were active, it did. Oh my goodness. I've noticed that I've got some sweat. I can still feel my heartbeat. My breathing, it's a little shallow. and I'm breathing faster. What can I do to get my heart rate to slow down? Well, I could stop exercising, but what if I needed to get it slower quicker? Oh, maybe I should slow my breathing down and control it on purpose. Okay, so we're all gonna sit still. What else? Okay, let's try it. Some slow, deep breaths. Okay, I'm gonna force it. Here we go. Hold it. Oh, it's hard to hold it now. You gotta control it. You gotta force it to slow down. Deep breath. Hold it. Nice and slow. Let's do one more. Okay. Feel a little bit better? My breathing is better. I don't feel my heart pumping out of my chest. Let's see. Let's do another check. Get your hands where you can measure. And get ready. Count. Stop. Okay, mine was about 25. It's not back down to 22, but it's slowing down, isn't it? When else do you notice your breathing getting faster, your heart rate speeding up? It's not only when you're getting super active. Are there any emotions that could sometimes get your heart rate up like that? There are for me. Getting angry, surprised, anxious and nervous, like you don't know what to say or do. Maybe somebody called on you, or it's time for a test, or someone jumped out and scared you. Could that make our heart rate speed up really fast? So when those things start to happen, we need to be able to take a mindful moment and slow our own heart rate down. But we have to get really good at noticing what it is about our body that happens, so we know and we send that message to our brain to do the right thing to calm down. If you start to notice you're getting anxious or worried or upset about something and you don't feel good and you don't feel healthy, maybe it's not that your heart rate is racing. Maybe it's just that your brain can't stop thinking about it and you just don't feel good, or you have a stomach ache. Mindful movement can help you then too. You can do the deep breathing like we did, or you could go for a walk and think about the way it makes your body feel. Think about your feet touching the ground and how that feels. Even when you're doing your breathing while you're sitting in the chair, feel how your chair is supporting you. But we're going to do an activity now from GoNoodle, but it'll be a freeze and a melt, and this is a really good activity for being mindful of how your body feels and how you can control how your body feels.
Stand up in a spot with a little space around you. Cross your arms and hold your shoulders with your hands. Carefully tuck your chin down and in. Tighten as many muscles in your body as you can. Let your body be frozen, like an ice statue. Feet tight, legs tense, belly tight, shoulders up. Now, even make a frozen face. Close your eyes, your mouth, your jaw, tight. Feeling frozen? Really still? Now, little by little, begin to melt. Let your chin stay low as your face softens and melts. Your jaw opens slightly, your eyes blink open, just a little. Your mouth and cheeks melt and feel soft. You're melting. Let your shoulders melt and go down. Hands let go. Arms glide down to your sides, melting. Let your legs melt too. Soften and bend. Melt. Try to melt all the way to the floor. Down, down, down. Let yourself be a blob, a puddle on the floor. Melted all the way to soft. Exhale long. Once frozen and tight, and now melted, a little more at ease. Soft. Check in on your body. Is any area still frozen? Notice that tightness. Melt it if you wish. Rest here. Breathe. Eyes are open or closed. Next time you feel frozen, in your mind or in your body, try to melt it away.
Great job, guys. Keep practicing this through the week. Practice your mindful movements, and I will check in with you again soon.